Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Wicked, and in today's video I'm going to be going over a review on the game Dead Alliance. Now, I have spent a couple hours, about 4 or 5, about around there, hours into this game, and I'm max level, pretty good at it, and whatnot. So I thought I should be able to do a review because I know quite a bit about this game. So, I guess we'll start off with the good, lead off with the good side. Well, first off, the concept is amazing. I love the way that it's something that we all know and love, first-person shooting, mixed in with something new. The fact that they're zombies and you can actually control them with grenades, and they'll help you. This is just really awesome. It makes for a fun first time playing. You can explore the ways of turning them. You can, change the way how you play. You can use different grenades and methods of changing them. Most like other games, they also have the money and skills. Now, I have a couple things to say about it. First off, the money and skills, I love it. The money, I don't just get the really good guns at the start. I have to work my way through it to get some really good guns. And the skills, they'll help you on in the game as you level up, and then you get more skills and you can upgrade. I just thought this was really cool. It made it so you weren't just playing first-person shooters. You could change the way you played with your skills and your money and what guns you got and whatnot. Now, the ways of changing the zombies onto your side was really cool. It wasn't nothing too hard. It was just simply throwing a grenade. And there's a bunch of ways of doing it. There's, different ways you could make the zombie really strong and you'd only get one, or you could attract the whole horde. And this, once again, changed the playing style of what you wanted to do. Whether or not you wanted a whole group of zombies to go and attack them, or you just wanted one really strong zombie. Now, we're gonna go into the bad stuff, and I guess I shall go into it. Alright, the graphics. The graphics aren't super bad. Like, they're not the best, but they're also not the worst, right? They could definitely be worked upon. There's, a couple graphic bugs or whatever where the guns are invisible and, whatnot. It could be worked on. And, it's just, it's a mix between the middle. The graphics aren't terrible, but they're not the best. The gun choices. Now, I'm going to try and explain this the best to you, but you get a couple guns, and you get different groups, right? So you can be a light, which is, your classic fast runner, whatever, right? And then you can be a medium, which is a mixture of the light and the heavy, and then the heavy's just really slow, but lots of health, right? Now, each class has different weapons. Now, the sad thing about this is the fact that the weapons, there's only like 2 to a class. So there's only about 6 weapons in total to the whole game. And it's just, there's not very much weapons. The weapons that you do get, for example, for the light class, you get a crossbow, and personally that's the only weapon I used through the whole game, because of the fact, there wasn't very much choices, and it was actually a pretty good gun. Yep. In order to unlock the new weapons that you get, like the only other choice that you get, you actually have to buy them, like I said before. Except the one thing about that is they ruined that concept. They just took it and threw it very far. Like, it's
what would you rate this game?
It's terrible. The way that they used the money, they used it in a way to make us play longer, right? Like, you can't buy money, or I couldn't find a way to, at least.
Yeah, like
but
it's got a really interesting
you have to earn it legit, right? So you can't buy the money,
concept.
and the things that you buy with it, the guns and the skill streaks and whatnot, they cost money. And by money, I mean a lot. Like, you really are farming, and you probably make roughly around 500 a match. But if you have the perk that makes you get more, you can make about 1,000 a match, right? So, when a gun costs $50,000, which is, I'm pretty sure, the lowest a gun costs. I think it's actually 20,000, but that's that's like 20 matches if you have the skill unlocked. It takes a long time just to get one weapon, and that it really sucks. And it's not even the weapons as well. There's some skills out there that take
I'll tell you what my
100,000,
maximum
and there's one that 50,000, 100,000. Granted, the skill streaks are pretty good,
Yeah, maximum 5.
but the thing is, if you create a new class, you already start with them. So it's like, why do you need to buy them, right? So it's just a way.
Yeah,
They use it as a way to make you play longer, and I really hate that fact. It just because I don't want to be I don't want to be saving up in the
13,
game
but-
right at the start.
Yeah,
Like I want to be able to
I
just
can use those little
spend.
skill
You know what I
points.
mean? So I find myself saving up a lot of money to buy guns when I really
Yeah, I keep on
didn't want
forgetting
to,
to
right?
use zombies.
Now, this goes along with a lot of first-person shooter games, but it's repetitive. It's just it doesn't really change throughout the game, and I'm not gonna really mark it bad for this because most first-person shooters are like this. But the maps, like there's not very much maps. They're all kind of plain. They're not anything super cool, and there's not very much. And this goes for game modes as well. There's the average game modes, about half a dozen game modes and half a dozen
I'm
maps.
getting a lot
So,
of weapon
know,
and zombie kills.
When you're playing, you don't
Yeah, like
feel
a
anything
lot.
new. It's like, oh, yep, here's another free-for-all match.
Why?
Third one, this
Well, I got
last
this thing that
hour or
whenever I
something like that.
die,
It feels so
a grenade
repetitive,
of mine just blows up, and then
and there's not very much maps or game
zombies around
modes.
me become
Okay, so I'm
zombies
finished
or
this
whatever.
little review.
It's really
I
awesome.
guess I gotta give my rating to it and why I rate it this way. So I'm gonna have to say, I'm not going by the other people's ratings, which on average I'm pretty sure is about 5 out of 10. I'm gonna go with a 6. This is because it's a really good concept, but they didn't portray it very well. They didn't do their best for it. And I will say, the zombies later on, they become a annoyance. They are just absolutely annoying because they're not your main threat, right? So you're just
Yeah, true.
shooting someone, and then all of a sudden there's one zombie and he's just sitting there whacking you and you're dead. And it's all because of that one zombie, because you're focusing on the humans, the other players, and not the zombies. So they just become an annoyance. So yeah, it's just a great concept, but they didn't portray it very well. They could have spent a lot more time on it. And the fact that I am max level and I can't go any higher level and I can't change my skills, which sucks. It's a fun game for the
Why
first
you don't wanna lose 'em?
2 hours, and then it just goes downhill.
No.
Anyway, thank you guys so much
Oh
for
my God,
watching
we're
my
gonna
video,
die.
and I
I'm
hope
gonna die, I'm gonna
I hope I change your opinion on this. I'm not saying that you don't want to buy
Oh
it,
my
and I'm not
goodness.
saying that you want to buy it. It's totally upon you.
So there's this guy and
it's a
he's
great
being
couple
eaten
hours
by
of fun,
zombies, right?
and actually, I
all the
find when you're
zombies
playing
around
with
him
other
just
people,
blow up and they turn
it's really
into
fun,
his,
you know.
And then they just all turn at me.
And yeah, so
and
whether or not
stuff.
you get this game or not, tell me down in the comments below. I am playing this on PS4. Anyway, bye bye. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Wake it out.